G'day, g'day, Brad right here from the Single Malt Whisky Club, and this month it's time to get on your Bombay bloomers, pull out your old pith helmet because we're off on safari to exotic India. This month we are featuring the Rampur Pedro Ximenez finished Indian single malt whisky, and this one is an absolute cracker. Limited edition whisky, limited to only 48 casks worldwide. It is produced in India by a massive distilling company called Radico Khaitan. They've got 2 distilleries in India, 28, that's right, bottling plants, and they produce 157 million litres of new make spirit every year. They are India's oldest commercial distillery. They've been around for about 75 years, a bit over 75 years, established in 1943. And they are India's biggest producer of what is termed Indian-made foreign liquor. And just as it sounds, that's your whiskey, your gins, your vodkas, that sort of thing, as opposed to the Indian indigenous spirits of India. Fenny, made from fermented coconut milk or cashew nuts. Toddy, it's a palm wine, and another one of the big ones is Arak. It's fermented sap of coconut flowers. They're sort of the indigenous Indian liqueurs, and Radico Khaitan specialise in the Indian-made foreign liqueurs. So 157 million litres a year, that's right, 157 million litres, 28 bottling plants spread over India. This is a massive distilling company. What else can I tell you about it? It is produced, like I said, Rampur is in the very north of India, on the foothills of the Himalayas. It's got an elevation of over 1,000 metres, which means it gets nice cool nights and hot days. And that temperature change really helps the aging process by expanding and contracting the liquor that's in the casks and pulling them into and out of the wood, just like, I guess, a set of lungs. So the more interaction with the wood you get, the quicker the aging process. And in India, and in Australia as well, for that matter, one of the reasons why our aging is fairly quick compared to, say, Scotland, that has a fairly even temperature in their barrel houses. Whereas India and Australia, the temperature fluctuates a lot, which means that drawing in and out of the wood of the whiskey, it's really quite interesting. Up to about 5 times quicker maturation they can get with environmental factors like that. So I guess we should probably have a taste. The first thing you're going to see as you pull it out of the tube is this lovely little sort of bag that it's in, I suppose. I'm not sure exactly what you call it, bag. It's not quite felt, but it is lovely. Nice little tassels, bronze, brass tassels. There it is. Now, as you can see, it's a sort of a honey colour. It's not particularly dark. I actually thought a Pedro Ximenez finished whiskey would probably have a bit more colour to it, but not. It's not an unpleasant colour. It's a nice sort of deep honey sort of colour, I suppose. But I think the best thing to do is probably have a taste at this stage. Pop. As you can see, I've had a couple of tastes of this. It's sensational whiskey. It's really good. It evaporates very quickly once you open it. All right, here we go. Oh, so much. The first big thing I get there on the nose is lychees. I get some apricots as well. There's peach, but there's also like wafts of fresh linen there. And what is that? It's like fresh sawdust too, I think. Wow. Oh, yum. Marshmallow straight away, and then lychee. Wow, that lychee just comes back. Some stewed fruit there. Honey, vanilla. I guess that's that bourbon barrel influence. Very nice mouthfeel. Coats the mouth lovely. Just a slight sort of spiciness all over. Not too much. It's not overpowering. It's just lets you know you're drinking something that's got a bit of alcohol in it. 45%. I think they've got it spot on. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. The flavours are very rich. The finish is really nice, warming, medium sort of finish. Dried fruit. There's a massive hit of cloves in the finish as well. It's a very complex whiskey. I must admit, when I saw the colour, I had a bit of a start. I thought it was going to be darker, but look, the taste does not let it down. It's fantastic. Beautiful whiskey. 48 casks only. This is a limited edition. We are the first in Australia to feature this one, so if you want to be the first in Australia to taste it, get on board, sign up. We'll see you in a week's time with a bottle of the Rampur Pedro Ximenez finished Indian single malt whiskey. It is a cracker. Brad Wright, Single Malt Whiskey Club. Till next month, Slanjavar.